Hill Gamer, and this is the Breakdown. What? Hey, everybody! Oh, Jesus, just so many things are happening right now. So many things. I'm glad we're live for everything. Breaking down on the Breakdown. Like, that's my favorite thing that happens on Wednesdays. Welcome to the 100th episode. Nothing's changed. Yeah, thank you everybody. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, aka the High-Heeled Gamer. I'm like live right now. It's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Jack, you're talking. I can't even. Just so many things.
I just want to be clear. Look, I put on a collar shirt for our 100th episode.
Oh, I was supposed to wear my WTF shirt and I completely forgot. Like, it's so chaotic.
That's too much purple. It's too much green. Oh, what is that? That's unnecessary. How about that? Ooh, I don't know. Let's go with white.
100th episode. I can't copy what you gave me. Oh,
why not?
I can't. Because there's just so much.
You definitely should be able to. Like, that's the function.
Like,
what's
I
up, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
I can send it to you on the Facebook.
Well, the problem is that I have.
Oh, here we go.
The same thing you have. I have it on text as well. Big congrats on the 100th episode. Thank you. I didn't think I would survive, but here we are. Thank you.
What's
thank
up,
you. Why is it you go, Jack? I'm the host. I'm the one that, like, why are we? I don't understand this. Is this what sexism looks like?
Please. Please.
Is this
Come
it?
on.
Is this what it's like? Yeah, we're having difficulties because I have it on text as well.
Oh my god. Hold on.
I know. I'm like,
I'm God, it's like, what year is it? Hold on.
1999.
Having to type something from a text to a computer. I can't just.
I know. I'm sorry. Like, I keep the.
All right. I think
one day we will get our shit together. Today's not that day. For the 200th episode, that's our Jaguar collar. Oh, that's why. Okay. I thought it was because of the 100th episode, and I'm like, I've been here since the beginning.
because I wore a collar. Because look at me.
I mean, I could change my shirt, but I think we would get banned if I took off this shirt to put on the WTF shirt.
Banned? Why?
I have a shirt to put on another shirt.
Well, they're lucky I even put pants on, or a shirt at all. Like, let's be honest. Half the time I'm like, do we have a show tonight? Does that mean I have to put pants on?
I do have to say that I am excited that we've made it to the 100th episode. There has been many times that I thought I was going to get fired.
Yeah, you
yesterday being one of them.
You threatened to quit, and you've almost.
I have in the 100 episodes. I've threatened to quit twice.
I think it's more than twice. But
no, it's been twice. I'm only claiming twice. And then I thought I was going to be fired a million times. I thought I was going to be fired the second day that I was there.
I went hunting for the episode where you were drunk. I was going to try to show that one tonight, but oh my God. When you've done 100 episodes, it's hard to figure out which episode that is.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, what episode was that? I didn't mark it like Cat was drunk tonight.
Oh, good.
Good.
I'll
find it.
Good to that.
I know, I can narrow it down because I do remember who all was on the show, but it's people who've been.
I don't even remember that. All I remember remembering shit. I forgot it's Wednesday. I've been drinking. And then my internet going
And
down.
music time.
Glad you didn't quit. We did. We enjoyed doing the show. I'm so glad you did. I enjoyed having you on the roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, we'll get the bean footage. We'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get there. No, I've actually, reflect back. I do have favorite guests. I'm not saying who they are. And I think I've had 2 guests that I'm like, ugh, I don't ever want to see their faces again. And lucky for me, I haven't.
Next week's episode.
Next
we have
week's episode.
a surprise guest for Kat. No, I'm just kidding.
Surprise! It's the 2 people she hates the most to interview.
That is something I would totally do.
You would. But I've been very, and I want to say I've been very blessed to actually have 98, right? Because it's 2 people that I don't. 98% of my guests I've enjoyed. I've had pleasant surprises. So we'll peel back on this 100th episode. We'll peel back the curtain a little bit. So there's been times where Jack books the guest, and I do my little investigative journalism and look them up. And my instant response is, "This person looks like a jerk. He's a total douchebag. I don't want to interview him. It's gonna go downhill." And then I interview the person, and I'm like, "Jack, I think I'm in love."
There's been some stalking. Like, let's be honest. There's definitely been.
No, I do. 100%. I call it investigative journalism, Jack. Like, that's how it keeps me out of Facebook jail. I do investigative journalism. I look people up and see what they like, what they don't like, their pets' names, things like that.
Pets' names.
Pets' names. Yeah, and in case I have to bring it up, in case I run out of things, in case like the person's like one of those one-word answer kind of people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
So,
not exactly saying who, but if they think hard and they're watching, they can probably figure it out.
So I have to have like extra information in my back pocket in case I need to pull like the conversation out of their mouths.
So tell me about the process. Did you enjoy working on this? Mm-hmm. Okay.
How did you come up with the idea? I
I really like that kind of thing.
Cricket.
I
Who
love
are your
those answers 'cause
inspirations?
I like watching you squirm. Yeah, you're like, "Tell me about your inspirations." I really like Stan Lee. And you're like,
why?
all right. There's nothing after that.
It's like at that point, I'm like, oh, I've checked out. Like I can't. I go deep into my question bank, and I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. But I've been very, very lucky, fortunate, blessed to have so many great guests, so many great writers, artists, people I knew, and I was able to bring them onto the show to showcase their work. People I didn't know, and I was like, oh my God, I really like your stuff. So I consider myself lucky. And for all the bitching that I do about Jack,
hi,
it's all true. I do part-time like Jack. It's all true.
You're just like, for all the bitching I do, it's true. He sucks.
It sucks.
In my eyes.
It only sucks 50% of the time. Which, by the way, I have a bone to pick with you. Why wasn't I tagged? Like, you tagged all these people in Alice going up a ramp by herself, except me, the one who started this whole entire. This is how it gets.
Right. I'm pretty sure I tagged
you. Because I had to tag myself and Zach in it.
Who tagged himself? Like that's
because I wasn't tagged, and I was like, "This is how it starts. This is how it starts."
To be fair. That is not her best, like, going up a ramp. It's just that's the only time I could get footage.
It does not matter. I need to be there all the time. I am her.
Be there all the time.
Again, you two are the dynamic duo. I don't know about dynamic or duo. Those 2 words just
we are a duo. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about how dynamic we are. Are we dynamic?
100 episodes. It's like I didn't know what to expect when I first signed on.
This is true. This is also one of
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite things, Sean, is when she goes all fangirl and she can't help herself. She's like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It's like I can't, just the same way when you guys see that I don't like a material or don't like a person, I can't hide that. I can't hide fangirling either. I can't. And I'm thinking of the people that I have fangirled over and I'm like starting to
that's okay.
just lose it
Let's see
again.
here. So
And
I'm
it's been a lot.
getting some stuff together. Get some stuff.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
I
We should
I
have done
I
like a
legit
compilation video.
I legit like just saw an episode. I was like, this is like one of the few guests that because you say there's two that you really didn't care for. There's only one that like I immediately in my head I'm like, oh yeah, like Cat can't just did not like the book, did not like the person, didn't like
Yeah.
the
That's number
food.
one. That person's on the number
I
one. Do
just
not
saw
call
that
back list.
episode and I was like, I could play it.
Please don't. Please don't. No.
Thank God this thing's working today because you'd be so upset if on our 100th episode I couldn't make noises.
Yeah, that's what really upset me. I'm upset you can. No, but who's the one person that you're thinking about that I fangirl like hard on?
And I saw people that you can't stand.
Oh. Yeah.
But that you fangirled on besides one that I already have queued up.
Who do you have queued up? Oh my God.
Well, okay. So, and I am reformatting the file so we'll have a really smooth playback. But I do have one of our very first, or your first, interview for us.
Oh.
But I it's gonna be a couple minutes. I'm just reformatting something so I know it'll play normally.
Yeah.
The troublesome twosome. The troubled twosome.
That's us.
Why doesn't it show? Why does it do this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that little scrolling up. Like, it's like troubled twosome.
It popped up fine on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, but I didn't know what to expect.
Trouble.
It was trouble. It was definitely a different kind of situation at the beginning of this whole creation.
That's what the creation
and just like many things, this evolved for better, for worse, or worser.
Like a toad growing an extra leg for no reason.
The one thing that has been consistent, technical difficulties, like what we had today.
But you know what? You need consistency in life, right? Like
this is our constant. Got it.
Yeah, this is how we judge. Like I get scared when there isn't technical difficulties, right?
Look, Sean guessed my fangirling.
Yeah,
hardcore.
that was and that was one of the ones we were alluding to that we will be queuing up here in a moment.
Sean 100% guessed who I'm like such a huge fan of.
Greg was in the second season, maybe.
Yeah, second season, episode either 3 or 13. I know there's a 3 in it.
There's a 3. Nice.
But I was like such because I'm such a huge fan. So spoiler. This is gonna sound terrible.
Spoiler alert.
I'm a huge fan of both. Stop.
What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
Terrible, man. Like I was having problems. Jack sent me the link like 20 minutes ago. I've been trying to get it to work. It wasn't working in the house, so I was just like, I'll just come to my car.
I don't know if that's dedication right there. This is what dedication and hard work looks like.
Yeah, I feel like we did this last time and I used my iPad, but this time the iPad just wasn't cooperating.
Yeah. I was just talking about fangirling and
that was actually really good timing, yeah.
It was like perfect timing because I was talking about fangirling and somebody had mentioned that I'm like always fangirling over Greg and Marcus Williams. And I was like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm such a huge fan of theirs. And I was getting ready to tell them that even though I love both of you like somewhat equally, I am a writer first and I'm a reader first. So you're like, you know, in top spot for me because your writing is just, next level. It transports you with every word, and it just hooks you. You know what I mean? And it brings Marcus's artwork even more to life than it already does. So like I'm like super honored that you're here on our 100th episode. Like I'm such a dork. I know. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
I
That's
am such a
kind
dork.
of you to say, man. Sometimes I be feeling like I look at stuff that I write and I'm like, yeah. But it's good to hear.
Yeah, we are our own worst critics in all honesty, but we're we're fans of yours and Marcus's equally. But I just like the writing aspect of it all because it, like I said, it just transports you to the stories, whether it's Tuskegee Airs or the search for Satica. It you feel there, and I like those kinds of stories where it's not like looking through the book but it feels like I'm actually there with them even if I'm not participating. Does that make sense as a reader?
Yeah, because that's the kind of stuff that I like when you stop focusing on like the not saying the technical stuff isn't there, but when you're not even looking, like you're looking at the words and you're just absorbing, like you're actually there. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, and it definitely feels like you're listening in on the conversation, like you're at the next table over hearing the conversation as opposed to reading the conversation, if that makes sense as well. So
Yeah,
I've always admired that of you and your skill. So I'm like super
you
excited to
got
have
me
you on the show.
blushing.
It's no secret around here that I'm a fan. It's definitely not a secret around here. And yeah, that's why one of the Sean had said when Jack was like that I fangirl, um they mentioned your name and Marcus because I'm a huge fan. I always get super excited when I see you guys at cons and then you guys post pictures of people cosplaying your characters.
Yeah,
What is that like? What does that feel like?
I don't know. I go numb like every time. Like I had to actually, because they're one-offs. Yeah, it's never a thing where you're asking people to do it. Like people just come to you, or like Bill, who did Colonel Mars recently, he was like hitting me up. He's like, "You gonna be at BlurCon? You gonna be at BlurCon? You got any panels?" And he was getting like he was asking a lot of questions. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And then he comes walking around the corner. It never dawned on me that this is what he's doing because he's an amazing
Wow.
cosplayer and he does like really really high level stuff, so it
Yeah.
never dawned on me that he was going to be doing Colonel Mars until he came around the corner. Every time it's like system shut down. um there have been times, especially with the little ones. This little
I
girl
was
in
getting
New
ready to ask
York,
the little girl. Yup.
yeah, like
She
she like
killed it.
those, yeah, those were tears. Like trying to act tough, but at the same time, it's like the corner of your eye, like
Yeah, yeah.
So it's I can't really explain it. Like I remember being a little kid and creating my own little costumes if I wanted to be Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or whoever, using a bathrobe. I had like a Dukes of Hazard bathrobe that I would use and act like that was my, long dark like Sith robe or whatever you want to call it. So
That's awesome.
when you see people do it and especially with cosplayers are trying to look cool for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
Mhm.
trying to, show like, these cool. Okay, I hope you guys didn't see those people pushing a couch behind me. Uh,
Yes.
Let me
That's
see if
awesome.
you can see where'd they go. Oh, they're gone. But yeah. That was funny. But yeah, so like cosplayers, the fact that they're gonna spend, even if it's just a couple of hours of the convention dressed up like your character, knowing good and well we're not mainstream, so a lot of people will recognize it, but then there's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be a whole bunch of people that's like, who are you supposed to be? You know,
Yeah.
and the fact that they're willing to do that with one of our characters is just it's insane. But just when you look at it, like I don't know, are you familiar with Violet Verse? The she's young. She did Sadaka at BlurredCon,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
done Tuskegee Airs cosplay. Well, when she did the Tuskegee Airs cosplay, we're used to seeing her so much that I know her as a kid, as a person. So when she comes to the table, I'm just talking and tapping, and we're just having a good time, just, and I'm not putting two and two together at all. And then there's one of my friends. She was sitting because people will come if we have an empty seat. You know how conventions are. They'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Can I sit at your
Mm-hmm.
table for a while?" So
Yeah.
she's sitting at the table, and I'm just talking, and me and Violet are having a good time. And then I get like punched in my arm. I'm like, what's your problem? She's like, she's dressed up as your character. And then I'm like, oh, and I mean, and it wasn't like the cosplay wasn't super accurate because it was.
Yeah.
She
It
did
just
Gina,
weren't used to it.
right? But it's like you're still not, you're not like we're not in a place where we feel like we're just some type of amazing whatevers. We're just regular dudes who are really trying hard with this comic stuff. And when you see people, it's like almost like I've had to do that with Marcus because he does all that fan fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and people go out and make suits like based off of like his Miles
That's
Morales designs, like all of
mhm.
that. And I've had to do the same thing, like boom, like hit him, like, hey, that guy's dressed up, like that's the costume that you just did. And he's like, oh, and so it's, I don't know, that's one of those things that I don't know if I'll ever get used to.
Yeah. When you posted that picture of her dressed as Sadaka, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's definitely like,
I'm trying so
next
hard to
level.
find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, I think it's on Instagram. I thought it was just cool because here's kind of full circle what you set out to do, whether it was intentional or not, but have representation that mattered. You know what I mean? Like you said, you were trying to cosplay like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, but like, let's be real, they're white people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
yeah. And so you gave this young lady the ability to cosplay somebody that represented who she kind of looks like, you know what I mean? And she did an awesome job. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's the most awesome thing. So if I felt that way, I can only imagine that your mind was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just not real. A lady that I used to work with when I had my career, I worked with her for like 18 years. She hit me up. She said, "We're having superhero day at my new job, and I'm gonna do Sadaka." And I like just started
oh,
laughing. I started laughing because I know this lady, and she's like a really, really competitive person, and so I
oh,
I can already tell you it's gonna be crazy because like me and her, we used to win all the like pumpkin decorating contests, like all that stuff. We used to just kill everybody. So
that's
I can
awesome.
only imagine. She's like, I'm gonna buy some muscles. I was like, no, don't buy any muscles. You don't need any muscles. You're fine. She's
That's
like,
awesome.
she's almost 60,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, and so it's like I don't know, it's just crazy.
And that's great. Sean has actually read your comics. He said, I've been reading comics since I was 3. At 50, Tuskegee Air is pure awesomeness and one of my all-time favorites. So you've got fans here in our chat.
Thank you for that, Sean. Thank
Yeah.
you. We are working. We're trying to get some stuff cranked out before New York. So
Yeah, I know
stay
it's on
tuned.
season. You guys are busy, 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 to say the least.
This is me passing out on the phone. Oh man, I did. I
It's
did
busy.
5. We both did 5 weeks in a row, but we split up for the last
Mhm.
one. And I went to Portland by myself, and
Ooh,
that was serious. So I'm like still trying to recover from that, and that was over a week ago.
damn. And you guys are heading to New York Comic Con, right?
Well, I'll be there um,
Okay.
at New York, and I'll be upstairs. Actually, I got a table. I got to figure out how to sell it to somebody real quick in Artist Alley. But I'm gonna be upstairs in the small press area. So
Okay.
books and books and
Yeah,
books.
we just posted the picture of the gentleman, the cosplayer that was asking you if you were gonna be a Blurred Clown.
Hmm.
Um, and he
I
killed it.
haven't found the
Yeah.
little girl yet, but
Man.
Yeah. So having that, and I saw that bomber jacket and I was like, no, I need one, and like I
Yeah,
can't go to
yeah,
save my life. So I definitely would love to have like that bomber jacket. Um, he definitely did it. He put his foot in it because man, I was like, oh, if I could get one, if I could get my hands on one, um, that would be so cool. Um,
yeah.
so
It
any exclusives you can give us while you're here for our 100th episode?
was.
Anything?
no pressure.
Any
We're kind
any
of
announcements?
working on an animated short for Tusky Years right now. It's very short,
I
um,
don't care. I'm like
and I
excited.
don't know how much we're supposed to say, but we ended up. Well, no, I know we're allowed to say a lot, but I don't want to set expectations. We're
Okay,
still
okay.
in the early stages of like building everything out. It's going to be 3D ish. Um, and so, yeah, we're in the early stages of building stuff
Oh my
out. So, with animation, especially with 3D, you build out your characters, your backgrounds, all that kind of stuff, get your
God.
story polished up, get the music, like all that stuff. So, when it's time to
Oh my gosh.
animate, you're just gonna write and animate. But we got the money, so it's going to be done.
That's
We are
exciting.
literally working on it as we speak.
Oh, that's so
In the
cool.
car.
So I
In
think
the car.
that's.
In the car as you drive to convention to convention.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The cool thing about it is now you can basically have all the elements of a studio, but people can be in their house working, right? So
Yeah.
we have a really cool cat. We haven't announced it yet, but he's doing our initial character designs. He's in England.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, we have one animator set up in Chile. So, it's people all over the world that are going to be assisting with getting everything built out. So it's cool.
Oh, that's exciting.
But it's going to be short. It's not
That's
going to be
fine.
super long because
I'll take it.
these things are very expensive.
Yeah, they
Like
are.
Yeah.
I told my mom the amount of money I got. She's like, you guys could do a whole episode with that. I was like,
No.
nah, because so much money's gonna go into like once you get the characters created, you have to rig them to where everything so the get to the
Mhm.
lip,
Lip, yeah.
eyes, like all that stuff.
Oh my god.
It's almost like building a real body because even if you design a character with his mouth closed, you still got to have teeth and a tongue behind that,
Mhm.
So, yeah, so that's
Oh,
but like I said, we got money and we are ready to roll. So,
that's awesome. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm excited. I don't care how short it is. I'm excited. That's
yeah,
definitely awesome. Oh man, I could talk to you for hours on top of hours on top of hours. I'm like so excited that you were able to take some time from your busy schedule and come back on the show for our 100th episode. Um I'm speechless as per the norm.
cut it
Greg,
out.
no, I'm like I'm a huge fan, and I I become a dork whenever I'm around you guys. I'm like, like I forget the English language. um, and Sean is ecstatic now with the announcement, so that's pretty cool. We'll definitely be looking out for that. Hopefully, be able to have you and Marcus out on the show once it's done.
Yeah.
Come back on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna
That
be
would be
touring. We're gonna go on a virtual tour across the world when we get this thing done. Look, everybody, look. That's gonna be the
everybody look. That's the slogan. Everybody look.
right. It's here.
That's
It's
amazing.
here. Because that's like the most frequently asked questions. Anytime we post anything, anytime people like hit us up on old posts and say, "Hey, when's the animation coming?" I had a guy that was like, just recently, goes on the Kickstarter page and he's like, "I see you guys were just slightly short of the money to get the animated short done. So if I was to give you guys the rest of it, could I get like 20% of the?" And I just like started blacking out, like, no, you can't.
Not how it works, but thank you.
Actually, nothing else. I'm not gonna read anything else you say. But yeah. So if and we're gonna use this as like a proof of concept, kind of set the tone for what the animation can be. Um, and we got some really, really good, like big, nice and big and good people behind us. So
Oh, good. Good. Oh, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. Like it for all the tiredness, it must feel, good to be able to keep going forward, you know what I mean? And evolving to the next step of your process with your characters.
yeah, especially the way that we've chosen to do it. Like in the beginning, we were, like we weren't actively like out with our thumbs up trying to get a deal, but we were, definitely entertaining it, and we went through that stuff for a while before we got to the point where we were like, nah, we just want to do it. Like we want to try to get it done ourselves. We don't want to, like take advantage of the people or any of that stuff. So we didn't want to raise money, like, because you can do that now. You can go out and get people to, like the Kickstarters or any of that stuff. We wanted to, just get it done ourselves, and then we were awarded a grant to be able to do what we needed to do. So it is great. It's very exhausting. We did an TV interview before Dragon Con.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
saw that.
now they're doing a coffee table, guys.
The plot
Why are
thickens.
they how are they getting out of there so fast? They're good. But yeah, so uh yeah, and when that Dragon Con interview, like for the next 3 hours, we ended up getting like 70 orders online. And
Wow.
and that's great. It was a nice amount of money. It's my son. I'm on a podcast. But yeah, it was, so it's great to get all those orders, but then you got to fulfill them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so in the middle of Dragon Con, which is one of our biggest, busiest conventions, it's like I'm at home, like packaging up books. So it's fun and it's great, but it does, wear you out.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. But the payout seems good in the sense that you're moving in the right direction. You're evolving in the right direction. Got people willing to cosplay your characters. You know what I mean? So it's every time you're like, oh my God, why? Just remember, there are people that are cheering
That
you
are
on.
fans. And that's literally that's one of the great things. I don't know, I'll talk forever. I don't want to talk forever, but that's one of the great things about getting back out with the conventions, because you can see how it's impacting people way better than, yeah, you might sell a lot of books online and you get those mailed out and everything, but and I don't want to say but because y'all keep still buying those books online, but it's just like the emotion and the impact. You watching how I had a young lady in what's that, Portland, just recently, a young Caucasian lady. She bought Sadaka, and I don't see that as much as just to be honest,
Yeah.
because I think when they see, like, if you see one tough looking black girl on the cover, people automatically like it either this is for me or this isn't for me.
Yeah.
And so she bought the first book, and she looked like she was interested in everything. She comes back the next day, which is Saturday, and she's like, "Oh my God, I have to get the next one. It was so wonderful." And you know,
Wow, she got it
watching,
that night.
yeah, and but we see that a lot because people will be like, I'm gonna buy one. Let me see what this is about.
Hmm.
Hey, you see that a
Yeah.
lot, and then they come back and they'll buy everything on the table after reading one issue or something. Um, so seeing that impact, it really kind of puts that battery back in you to make you be like, okay, we got to get this cranked out because people aren't just buying this just to support. They're buying it, they're reading it, and they're loving it, and then they're
Yep.
like, dude, when's the next one coming? So
Yeah,
that
like
that that's a
me always like, so when's the next book? You got any more of those books?
right. So that and with that said, it's like it's the best thing. I wouldn't trade that feeling. I don't want to be one of those people that kind of tricks people into buying my books or
Mhm.
like is like, I'm boosting it up like it's the greatest thing and then you read it and it's like, eh, I don't want to do any of that. I just want people to buy, and when they buy it, what's your honest feeling about it?
Mhm.
That's what I need because you invest a lot of time and a lot of money, and if you're not doing it right, if I'm not doing it right, I want to know that so I can figure out what
Yeah,
I need to change.
make better. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so, like I said, I could talk to you for hours on top of hours, but but I know you're a busy man, and we've actually come to the end of the show, which I'm like super sad about. It always goes by fast when I'm having
Yay,
fun.
no.
Yeah,
I still got stuff to post to embarrass you.
and it always goes by fast when I'm having fun. But Greg, thank you so much for stopping by and being on our 100th episode. I'm so excited. I'm
Thank
super
you for
thrilled.
letting
Here's
me
to
in, even though I was late.
yeah. No, always. You always have VIP seating at the show, wherever I'm at. You and my Williams always have VIP seating. Like, never worry about that.
Thank
Never
you,
worry
thank
about
you,
that.
thank you.
Yeah, well, you have a great one, and here's to the continued success to everything that you put your name on. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Always a
Have a
pleasure.
good night. I don't
Thank
know
you
how to get
too.
out of here. I'm just gonna start pushing
I
buttons.
can exit you out if you
Let's
want.
press some buttons.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go find these guys that are pushing
That are
furniture
moving.
around.
Get
Yeah.
yourself moved too.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right,
Later,
you
bro.
too. Bye.
I feel
uh,
bad Xing somebody out. We don't
like,
normally X people out.
you made Cat's day. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been keeping like touching my eyes because I had like tears in my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a fan. I'm like, oh man, that was amazing. I'm like so happy.
So, for instance, this is the first
Oh my
episode.
God.
Don't calm down.
It's terrible. I was so
It's
nervous.
not
And it
terrible.
wasn't even my first time interviewing. Like it was my first time interviewing with you guys. It was
Yeah.
not my first time interviewing though.
Well, yeah. And I yeah.
I had
You
been
were
doing it for
such a
4
fangirl.
years
No,
before
that's my
you showed
favorite part.
up.
Yeah, the fangirling out is what my favorite part. And of course now it's Gonna go slow. So yeah, this is the original music.
I forgot.
I like ska and stuff, man. So I was like, yeah.
Hi
Nobody liked
everyone,
it.
welcome back to Issues
Nobody
With.
liked that
I'm
music
sitting
but me.
here with the wonderful and talented
totally
Marcus
honest.
Williams. I am your biggest fan, like such a huge fan. I have a lot
such
of your
a
work,
loser.
as you know. So
But there's
tell
an
us
echo.
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
mute you
about
for a
your art
second.
style.
The art style is probably a combination of everyone I was influenced by. I started with Jim Lee. That was my first comic I got physically in my hand. It went from there to, Spawn, to
And I
Joe
remember,
Mad, and
Cat, I assume you can
all
hear
of
me,
these
but
other comic
I remember
illustrators.
you.
It
You
kind of
like
just blew
pitched
my
this
mind
to
because I was,
me.
in a game.
You're like, there's somebody I want to
comic
interview,
art,
and there was like
exploded
no
my art brain. I was
discussion.
Like,
There was like nothing to discuss with you. It was pure like,
so
this is gonna
where,
happen. I'm doing this.
Having
and you have a choice
influences
of either
me
saying
trying to
that
draw
you
like all of
agree
them, basically
or fighting me
created,
on it. But it's happening
this
either way.
hybrid
Yeah, there's this book, the
where I
CE
can
Air,
pull
and I love it. I'm gonna go
cartoon,
interview the guy,
comic.
and he already said yes. So I'm doing it. And I
Spawn
was
is
like,
very gritty and dark.
Yeah.
I can pull from that. if I want.
why would I argue?
Now,
Like
I
that
can
part
choose,
cracked me up because I was like, well,
to
that's what
either
you're here to
combine
do. It's
to
totally
increase,
go
in
crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. You were like,
There was
so
like
style can
zero.
really
There was zero
be
question
very
mark at the end of my
versatile in that way. I
sentence.
don't have to have one
there was
specific
zero
way.
chill about
That helped me as an
so
illustrator as
amped
well.
up.
Now, while your work is incredible, there is also
Oh my God,
something
look
that
at me.
you have co-created that's actually really inspiring, really great. It's a wonderful story. Tell us a little bit about Tuskegee Airs.
Tuskegee Airs is a futuristic sci-fi action adventure. I'm waiting for this print to come out. I'm sorry. So if I seem distracted, it's like almost there. There she is. And it's a sci-fi set 80 years from now. And it follows
I love
5
it.
young
He's doing
pilots that are
prints,
being trained in secret
he's
by a
autographed.
descendant of the Tuskegee Airmen.
He's
It's an
that
all-ages
good.
book
Wow.
that actually me and Greg Burnham co-write and produce. We write the
Notice
story
the
together,
music.
do the art. It is
Wait,
something
pause
for
it.
the whole
Pause
family
it. Pause it.
that
Pause. I need you to
actually
pause it. I need you to pause it. So, did you see my face when he mentions Greg? I'm like, and then from there, it's like just straight.
Digest
keeps
Greg
laughing.
Burnham.
It's a terrible
co-write
thing,
and
but
produce.
sure.
Yeah.
We write the story
You're like,
together.
Look at my face.
Yeah. I know that name. You were like, I'm just gonna point. You said it, but I'm gonna point at you.
I know who he is. He right there. That's him.
Yeah. Investigative journalism.
Dude, like I can't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but there was zero question mark at the end of my sentence. I was like, I'm going to go interview Marcus Williams from Tuskegee Airs. And you just gave me this look and I was like, you already said yes. So I'm just letting you know I'm going to go do that
like,
now.
"Yeah,
And
bye."
you're like, okay. Thanks. That's why, like, that's part of the reason why I thought I was going to get fired the second, because that was like our second interaction. Our third interaction was where I thought I was going to get super fired.
So some more. So this is just pure. This is
Oh my
like way flashback. This is when we very first like got the Be Live set up.
Oh God!
like-
Ew! Look!
like,
why
we're
do
just
I
gonna
look
go
like this?
live.
Why do we look like this? What
I
is
had-
this?
I had this awful backdrop that I was like, "This is a great idea."
What
and you had a
is
green screen.
happening? Oh my God! I'm wearing the same shirt. What is
Get
this
out.
life? Oh God!
Oh my god!
And I look
is
so
amazing.
fat.
Oh my god!
I don't like
Oh
this.
my god!
I don't like this as your life. I don't like this at all. Look
No,
how
like,
fat I look.
What is
Oh,
wrong with you?
what is wrong with me? Oh my God. This is why people tell me I need to wear makeup. Oh my God. Can we not
Tell
show
me I
this? 'Cause
need
it's going
to
to break
wear
somebody's screen.
So we're talking about. Okay, so let's.
Oh, that's right. The house of X. Ew, listen to how terrible I sound too. Oh my God.
It's on this side.
Internet was shit. Camera was
the
shit.
internet is
Audio was
horrible,
shit.
A highly apparently, well, not apparently, but in case you guys didn't know, it's like a highly anticipated
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I have to be honest. You
mini series. It's
sound
going to be 6 books.
so much younger.
There is a tie-in with Powers of X.
Well, I mean, I was.
on the
This was at the beginning of the pandemic before it sucked my life out. Like, what are you saying?
a few days from now.
Duh.
And it's like supposed to be like
But
this
it's like you sound 10 years younger.
Well, I mean, this was at the beginning of our relationship as well, Jack. Like, you don't understand the pandemic, us. This all takes
You weren't a
away from a
grandmother
person's
yet.
yeah, this all takes away from a person's, youthfulness. Like, it must be like, I do love the tea. It's Star Wars. I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna wear it again on our 200th episode. I just gotta remember.
Yeah, no, I was actually gonna say, I was like, this should become tradition. Like, I love. Yeah,
Dude.
we
Look
have
how
no idea
fat
what
I
we're
look.
doing.
Like, I
Oh my
look
God.
fat.
I look fat now, so fair trade.
Oh my God.
You got thinner, I got fatter.
Wow. That looks well. I mean, I had terrible lighting. I had a terrible mic. Apparently, I had a terrible diet too. Like, Jesus. Ugh. It's terrible. Terrible. Just, oh man.
Yeah. Stuff.
All right.
Let's see.
Well, let's stop this time capsule. Oh my God, do you have another one?
Well, this is the
yes, time I
starting a tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Oh, episode 4. Why did I think it was like episode 3 or 13?
Because episode 13 was Marcus. You got him confused. So, but look at how different it looked. The amazing background.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Really helps, right? Like, I feel like this is a good look. This is good.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, actually, I guess that's a good segue.
Do.
100th episode giveaway. So in this giveaway, we have a poster. We have a gator guard with a comic in it. There is a book on how to make your own comic if you wanted to, and the story of Stan Lee. And the winner is Sean. Sean, like, why is that? It's supposed to be the applause.
I hit the wrong button.
Sean, you are our 100th episode winner. Congratulations, Sean. There's actually more goodies in the bag. You get a Breakdown mug.
Woo!
You got a lot of goodies. Yeah. Congratulations. It's so jam-packed that I can't remember everything, but I know you get a poster, you get a gator guard. What comic is in the gator guard? It's Hourglass? No. Which one is it? Is it Hourglass? No.
She doesn't even know.
It's not is it the pagan?
Yeah, I mean, you took everything.
I did.
So
I
it's
took
actually up to
everything.
you.
I'm gonna try to
You were
remember.
putting the pagan in there. So the pagan is one of the first books from WTF Comics, which is WTFcomicbooks.com.
With an S.
Yeah, we're gonna throw that in there because Kat will struggle with it later.
Always. No, thank you for entering. Like when your name was drawn, like, so it's in, as you know, that website, the website draws the name, and when your name was drawn, like the first thing I did was send the picture to Jack. I was like, look.
Yeah, it's too. Well, yeah, I was like, and so those of you who don't remember, this is what a gator guard looks like. It's like you can slab your book at home yourself.
Yep.
And it comes with these cool different colored screws. I don't even remember what color screws I gave you.
I think I have black ones. Black or silver.
So yeah, we went with something that was like
neutral.
Wrong. Yeah.
It could go with any comic book.
We didn't do the hot pink, bro.
We did not. We excluded the hot pink and the nice blue and the purple. We excluded, we kept it nice. But yeah, Sean, thank you so much. We appreciate you entering. We appreciate everybody that entered. We actually had a great turnout for entries, and we appreciate it so much. But Sean, yeah, your name was picked, and the first thing I did was send a picture over to Jack, and I was like, look. So yeah. super excited about that. You know, guys, and there it is, the picture. Guys, for all the silliness that we do, for all the joking that we do, we really do appreciate all of you always supporting us, being with us through the difficulties of tech issues, through the difficulties of Jack being Jack and annoying me. You guys have really supported me.
She's talking about. We're always serious.
No, but we really do appreciate you guys so much for 100 episodes. And here's to 100 more of me getting the website wrong. Here's to 100 more of me getting the website.
Let's hear the close on the 100th episode. Will you get it right?
No. let's yeah. Oh, fancy.
Nice choice.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in, stopping by. A huge thank you to Greg for being my 100th guest. I'm not fangirling, you're fangirling. I'm fangirling always. We appreciate you guys so much. Issueswithshow.com, WTFcomicbooks.com. Bam. I was waiting for the ticker to make sure I got it right. Go to our Instagram page, _breakdown_show, and our YouTube channel as well, which I'm working on revamping. Ta-da! We appreciate you guys so much. And that's pretty much it. That's the show. See you guys next Wednesday, hopefully for episode 101. Dang.
Peace.
Bye, everyone. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. So much better than that first original music that you had. This is way better.
And somehow getting so much echo.
Poser music you had going. It's terrible.
It was good.
It was horrid.
People like ska.
Okay, I like ska, but I didn't like it for this show. It was not good.